New videos every day.
Hi guys, I'm Lori from Total Wellness Austin, and today we're going to do some simple yoga poses that can help with depression. Make sure that you favorite this video and follow along 4 to 5 times a week. We're going to start in a seated position, and we're going to begin with some alternate nostril breathing. So this breathing technique is going to balance the right and the left brain, which will induce a more balanced state of being throughout your day. Okay, so you're going to start with your right hand. You're going to use your ring finger and your thumb. You're going to cover your left nostril, gently putting pressure on it. And then you're going to inhale through your right nostril. And then you're going to close the right nostril with your thumb and blow out through the left. And then inhale through your left. Close the left nostril with your ring finger, blow out through your right nostril. Inhale through the right. Close, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close, exhale through the right. Inhale. Close, exhale. Inhale. Close and exhale. Continue to follow along on your own for the next few breaths. And on your next exhale, bring your hands back to your knees. And just sit with your eyes closed for a moment and just breathe normally. And let your shoulders relax. Let your jaw relax. And then begin to let your eyes open slowly. Okay, so you're going to begin with a breath. It doesn't have to be alternate nostril breathing, but any type of breathing is going to bring oxygen to the brain, which is going to help give you that feel-good feeling, and more oxygen to the brain kind of gives the body that sense of balance. So the next thing to talk about is any type of inversion is going to help with depression. So anytime you take your head upside down or your body upside down, you're bringing blood and oxygen to the brain, and that helps also create a euphoric, happy feeling. So one of the most common poses that we do is downward dog. So we're going to try that first. Come to your hands and knees. You're going to curl your toes under. Press your hips up and back. Heels to the mat. Relax your neck and head. And then begin to breathe. If you want to add movement to the pose, begin to just pedal your feet slowly. But the key thing in any of the poses that we do for depression is that we continue to breathe. Breathing is one of the most important things in combating depression or anxiety. And then lower your knees to the mat. And then sit back in child's pose. And just rest. But again, really focus on the breath even when you're in child's pose. Your low back should be rising up on an inhale and coming down on an exhale. And then begin to come back to your hands and knees. And we're going to go back into downward dog one more time. So you're going to curl your toes, press your hips up, heels down, drop your neck, relax your head and neck, and most importantly, begin to breathe. Pay attention when you're breathing in this pose that your jaw is relaxed, your forehead is relaxed. One more breath in through the nose and out through the nose as you lower your knees back down to the mat and into child's pose. This time bring your hands down by your sides, palms are facing up, forehead on the mat. Nice deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the nose as your back goes up on an inhale and in on an exhale. And then slowly come up. Again, continuing to remind you how important the breath is, even in depression. Typically, anxiety is what leads up to depression. And so, slowing your anxiousness throughout the day is easily done by just stopping and taking a few deep breaths. So, just remember that as you go throughout your postures and out through your day. The next pose that we're going to do is plow. We're going to be taking our feet back over our head, which is going to put pressure on the thyroid gland, which is going to create hormones in the body that will help us to feel good. So you're going to come flat onto your back. Palms are going to face downward, and you're going to extend your legs. You're going to press your palms into the floor as you lift your legs up, and then press even harder to bring your legs up slowly over your head. If you can't touch your toes to the floor, you can support your back with your hands. Or if you can place your hands on the mat and then let the toes come all the way back behind your head. So not only are we pressing on the thyroid gland, but you're getting an excellent hamstring stretch and back stretch. Make sure you're breathing. In through your nose and out through your nose. And then as you begin to come down, support your back with your hands and just use your abs. And as you roll down, you come into a flat back position. Okay? And then just draw your knees to your chest. Squeeze your knees in and just rock right to left. Massage the low back. Make sure that you continue to breathe. And then roll all the way to one side. Press yourself up to a seated position. And then I would recommend coming into child's pose. We just did a back bend, so you've taken your back one way. I would like you to take the spine the other way just so that we create balance in the body. So just come to seated on your heels and then just walk your hands forward, forehead to the floor, and you're going to stretch your back the opposite direction. And then slowly come back up to seated. Thank you for watching. Make sure that you favorite this video, follow along 4 to 5 times a week. And if you have any other questions, you can look on my website at totalwellnessaustin.com. Thank you.